Game 5. I will be unstoppable. I will be Bubba Brewski, the brick wall. Hey, Bob, you know it's 2-for-1 wing night at Tootsie's. What? Tootsie! Spencer! Get your gear! I'm going chicken hunting.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1, drop!
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
All right. So, Game 5. Woo! Now, in the beginning of this series, I predicted that we would win in 5. We're going to win Game 5. It's kind of it's kind of the same thing. Win in 5, win Game 5. Whatever it is. I said last game we're not going to lose another game in this series. I'm sticking to it. I'm not going to predict the score tonight, but I'm going to tell you what rang true. I believe it was Taunts in the comments to the last video said he feels like an 8-1 type of thing coming on. And Stu and I have been feeling it too. It's like we just need to come out and absolutely wring their neck. So we're going to win the game. That's as close as I'm getting to a score tonight. I think we're going to win. I think it's going to be by a large margin. We'll just leave it at that. All right. Maxon Mammon in. Mason Marchman out. He's dinged up. Coach said it's still carryover from a previous injury. Hopefully it's not the head thing he had going on, but they have been taking liberties with Marchman. He's been getting abused out there. I love Marchman, don't get me wrong, but Maxon Mammon came on towards the end of the season. I told y'all he was going to be first man up, and we were going to need him. He did get some goals there towards the end. I got no problem with him being on the third line. Other than that, the lineup is the same. Just as it should be. I can't believe he left Ekblad and Uyghur apart again. And speaking of that, Coach, come on, man. So I'm reading the quote. And Brunette's all like, yeah, I just kind of thought it was time to switch things around and see what Chirac could do with Ekblad. As if Stu and I haven't been breaking up Ekblad and Uyghur the entire season. Now Coach is like, yeah, I kind of thought it was, I had an idea. I had a really good idea, huh? Yeah, all right, Coach. You could at least give Stu some credit, huh? Come on. All right. Hit this game running. Hit it running. Don't look back. Don't give this team any hope. Put them out of their misery quick, and we can go into Washington and win Game 6. Let's do this. All right, so it's 1-0 Washington after 1. I have a request. It's pretty simple. It's actually pretty simple. Could we please stop making Samsonov look like Patrick Waugh? I don't know. How about, Bennett, when you come down the wing and you've got a wide open shot, you don't just plant it right into his chest? A little high, a little low. Something different. Of course, we were asleep the first 10 minutes of the game. I give up on that. We've seen that all year long. We come out and sleep the first 10 minutes of every game. We haven't been ready for a start since... We weren't even ready opening day, don't forget, against Pittsburgh. We had to come back and win that game. This team just is not capable of coming out and being ready to play hockey. So we've had the last, 10, 11 shots of the period. Washington gets one power play, makes it pay. Makes it pay. We're 0 for 15. The amount of energy we're having to expend just to get a puck past this guy who's not had good numbers all year. He's playing well, but we're helping him out. High and wide, missed the net. Oh, almost. That said, I expect us to get 4 in the second period. So, I'm sitting here, it's 3-0, and I'm like the rest of you, it's 3-0, and I start contemplating which would be worse. Gouging my own eyes out with a spoon, or doing a self-proctology exam with my weed whacker, when I received a text from Matthias. He'll be here for the rest of the games, but soon as they scored to make it 3-0, Matthias says, "My dream says it will be a high-scoring game. Winky happy face." Winky happy face. Winky happy face. Winky happy face. That's three! That's three! I told you we weren't losing another game this series. I told you. It's not over yet. I grasped that, but that's 2 in a row. We need one more win, and I know it's in D.C. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. That's it. I've had enough of this. Let's move on. I want to win this round. Holy mackerel. All right, so let's just start this so much. Bobrovsky. Let's just call it what it is, right? Okay, that was a long. When did we score? When did we make it 4-3? Huh? There was at least like 12 minutes left, and I mean, that was the longest 12 minutes of my life. That just went on and on and on, and they even had to give him a power play with 13 seconds left, as if, refs. It's a little too late. All right, so now this is subtle. This is a subtle thing. I'm wondering if anybody was going to catch it. In the last review with Stu, I was kvetching a little bit about how I would like to see Ryan Lomberg on the ice, and I said, Hornquist, I haven't really been seeing him much. I haven't really gotten much from Hornquist this series. Now, the subtle part is, as soon as I say that, what does he do tonight? What did he do tonight? You see what I'm saying? All right? These guys, they're not all, they can pull it off. All they got to do is let me bitch about them, and the next game is gold. It's a beautiful thing. All right. So Hornquist with the beautiful. Verhaeghe with just, but the pass from Barkov, let's be honest, right? The pass from Barkov was Huberdeau-esque, okay? It was an absolutely ridiculous, and they showed it later in slow motion. Just, I don't know how these guys do that. I mean, you're talking about, it wasn't like just across, it wasn't like it was on the ice. He floated it to Verhaeghe, and it bounces basically right as Verhaeghe's hitting it right into the net. And Washington don't know what hit him. I'm telling you. That's 2 games in a row now where veteran, experienced, former Stanley Cup champion Washington and had the lead. Tonight wasn't the third period, but that's 2 games in a row they've had the lead, and they don't have the lead no more. And so now we need one more game. And absolutely, look, Bobrovsky. I wanted to save it. I wanted to see how things went. Because let's face it, goal number 2 wasn't exactly a good goal. Okay? The guy shoots it right into Bobrovsky's midsection. Bob has it, lets the puck hit the ice, and then fumbles it with his glove. And before you know it, the puck's in the back of the net. Not a really good sweet sequence of events. Not good. Now the third one, I know that, the guy was in close. Nope. It is what it was. But he did tonight what we've seen him do a number of times during the season, which is you get to 2 goals, get to 3 goals, that's it. No matter what. Nothing else is getting through. We've been talking about that all year long. That's what Vasilevsky brought to the Lightning these last 2 years. And Bobrovsky has been showing signs of that during this season. That, yeah, you might give up 1 here, 1 there. You might give up a weak one that you go, cringe. But when the chips are down, can you say, no more? nothing else. And that's exactly what he did tonight. Absolutely have to give him some credit. Now, a couple of things there. One of those late saves was actually Forsling blocking the shot. And let's give it up for Sherratt, okay? Who Bobrovsky got beat on the wraparound. I don't know if you guys saw the replay on that or not, but the player beat Bobrovsky to that edge, but Sherratt got back in time and saved the goal. Just flat out saved the goal. The puck was going in, but Sherratt got to it. So you got to give him credit. Uyghur, it's almost as though I'm trying to place the... I know that there's this guy. I know this guy. He's bald too. I forget his name. But it's almost as though he's been saying all year that Uyghur plays better with Forsling. I can't think of the guy's name. But this guy's been saying that Uyghur and Forsling, give him a chance. Give him a chance. Wouldn't you know it, all of a sudden Uyghur starts playing like a top-tier defenseman as soon as he's put with Forsling. And Ekblad and Uyghur have been, or Ekblad and Sherratt have been great together. If only there had been some way to know that that's how it should have been before we had to lose, and almost blow the series. If only there was a way. I don't know. What else did we see? I don't want to go on for too long because Stu and I are going to be back in the morning with the review. So overall, we're winning in the exact same manner that pretty much everybody said we couldn't win, which was start off the game like crap, get behind, and outscore our problems. They keep saying we can't win like this in the playoffs, but we keep winning like this in the playoffs. And the wins in the playoffs, they count the same. Whether you're winning 8-1 or just barely beating somebody 1-0, it counts the same. They just, well, look, it's going to be that kind of a year. Let's face it, okay? Tampa Bay, they're on the outskis. Toronto's getting ready to dispose of them. And I think we're looking at a Florida-Toronto series. That's going to be beautiful, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. But I already am. I said it before the other game. We were going to win that game in overtime. We wouldn't lose again in this series. I'm sticking to it. Sticking to it. Oh, man. All right. Stu and I will be back in the morning. The rest of you, nobody else is allowed to get overconfident. That includes you too, Stu. All right? Everybody else, just kvetch and talk about how I don't know what I'm talking about. Bitch at me for bitching. All right? Everybody else has to still bitch. That's it. We're now losing again this series. All right? And we're going to have home ice against Toronto. Okay? Somehow we got to get Colorado eliminated. That's got to happen. All right. I almost said something, but no. Panthers in 6.